And go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the cos. Oh, sorry, wrong show. It's I'm way I'm too used to doing that now. No,
Yeah.
no, we are going to do a spoiler-free review and a discussion. Now, the ironic thing is, I actually did one with Christian and my mate Marcus, but the problem was because I was so busy trying to do my costume for LSCC, I kind of didn't process it. And the problem is, those things are only relevant when the movie is like hotly released. When you do it like 4 months later, I think nobody cares at that point.
No.
So now we're gonna have the spoiler-free review. So this is gonna be hard.
Right.
This is gonna be hard, but it's a good, cool thing we're pre-recording.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's discuss. Did you like the film? No. Actually, let's not start with you. It's a little too obvious. Right. Personally, I thought it was a good film. I
Yeah.
I thought you definitely if you pay your price admission, you got your money's worth. But I really don't want to. I really don't want to say it's the most lazy review thing ever where you say, well, if you like Marvel movies, you'll probably like this. But that's completely useless if you're a so-called Marvel fan. But if you got problems with Marvel, which sadly I do, yeah, I'll probably break that down. But Sophie,
Yeah.
you obviously liked it, didn't you?
Yes, I've seen it twice already, and it only came out last night.
Twice. So let me get this straight. You went to the midnight screening and then early morning or slash afternoon, you saw it again.
Yeah, like I've seen it twice already. I went in costume both times and saw it twice.
You went to a view, right?
Yes, I've done the View and a couple and a different cinema as well. I did
Yeah.
both in costume.
Yeah, much editing later.
Yeah.
But yes, we were supposed to. Yeah, before we got derailed with popcorn, we were talking
Yeah.
about the review of this film. So,
Yes.
all right, let's get the positives out of the way because obviously I'm going to have my bit. So,
Yes.
why?
Okay.
So why did you like this film? So why should people go and see this movie?
Because it's a nice mix of half a Captain America movie and then half an Age of Ultron movie, but an Ultron movie done well. Not that
So you
I don't,
acknowledge Age of Ultron was just a tad disappointing because let's be honest,
I was disappointed.
yes.
I thought it was good. I do enjoy it. I have the Blu-ray. I do like watching it every so often, but there are little things in there that after watching it, I kind of thought, oh, is this and is that? So I only watch it occasionally. But no, Civil War just ticked every single box, and I thought it was great. And that's the reason why I've seen it so far, and I've had like no sleep, and yeah,
Okay.
I just thought it was great.
Okay, because
I got no problems at all. I can't fault it. I tried to. I went in there and I was like, I have to find something bad about this film.
we're gonna have an
I
interesting
couldn't.
we're gonna have an interesting discussion.
Okay.
Discussion later. But yeah, let's begin with the brass tacks. I actually read the comic, the little mini series Civil War, though it can baffle the hell out of me because a lot of people
Yeah.
say, Agent Carter, Sharrett, because it's a case of I see her in the poster line. I'm thinking, this is not really that she.
Mm.
I don't know, because obviously you look at the double page spread for Civil War, you're just thinking, we got a Fantastic Four, we got She-Hulk, we got Miss Marvel, we got, and it's like, and then you look at the MCU one, I'm thinking, this kind of looks bad. But,
Yeah, it just looks like about 8 or 10 people just going at it in a car park, doesn't it?
yeah, let's be honest. Yeah, the original comic was super epic. Though I'm gonna be I'm gonna put this on blast. The comic Civil War was rubbish.
I haven't. I've read it, but it was about 2 or 3 years ago since I've read it, so I can't remember a lot. Like pretty much everything, but very small pieces of it I've forgotten. So yeah,
It may upset comic fans, though. Oddly enough, I wasn't surprised to hear that it did polarize people. So people either liked it or they hated it. But
Mm.
basically, again, we'll probably do this in the spoilers discussion in greater details. The comic book version, I'm going to be honest, the MCU one, in my opinion, was just objectively better. It was a better story because the comic book version was just janky as hell. And again, we'll probably break it down why
Yeah.
in a discussion. So, I did really enjoy the comic, but I really did enjoy this Civil War. But like I said, again, we'll still be on the positive bit. Let's talk about yes. Spider-Man.
Yes, yes, just perfect. Just
I'll
yeah.
be I'll,
I
I'll be
can't,
brutally yeah
I
yeah
can't fault it
yeah.
at all.
No,
I
no,
thought he
same
was
here.
so
No, same
good.
here. I'll be honest. I was first shocked when I first saw him because I thought, oh my god, he looks really, really young. He looks. It's like, what is he? Is he supposed to be like 16 or 17 or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. He's quite young. Yeah.
And it's like, and then the other shocking thing was what the hell they did to Aunt May. I'm thinking, what have you done to Aunt May? What the hell?
She's kind of getting Benjamin Button. She's getting younger every film.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but again, still on the positive. But again, he definitely for the highlight for me was Spider-Man because it was like I was initially shocked, but then once Spider-Man got in the proper outfit and he just started his little quips while fighting, I thought, yeah, that is definitely Spider-Man. That's the Spider-Man I
Yeah.
know. And
It was amazing. I was so happy with just everything they did with him and his costume choice and just everything. I couldn't fault it. I thought he stole the scene, whatever scene he was.
yeah, I guess we could. I guess we could slowly get onto the next.
I can say that. That's not really spoiling it saying he's a scene stealer because everyone's saying that. All the reviews are saying that. So
Okay, but
it's okay to say that.
yeah, but technically, I do have to admit, he was a little bit oversold. I kind of felt,
Yeah.
for the amount of because again, going back to the comic book, I would think because in the comic book he does literally play a rather pivotal role. You know, he switches sides.
yeah.
You know, in matter of fact, he does a lot of things in the comic book. Like he was one of the first people that he takes his mask off and he says, "Yeah, I'm Peter Parker." And that was like a really big thing. I mean, obviously, this is the MCU. They're not going to do any of that crap because
Well, because everyone already knows the identities of all the superheroes anyway, they can't really go down that route. I mean, they could do with Peter later on, but I don't think they would.
yeah.
There's no real point, really.
But
Not right now. Maybe
definitely.
later on, later down the line, but not really at the minute.
All right, but again my problem with Peter Parker was I was thinking because I did read the comic thing he was quite a so-called iconic character. He did sort of he so-called switched side. Oh crap, that is a spoiler, isn't it?
What?
Well, no, not really, because
No, if we're talking about the comic books, it's not a spoiler because that thing's been out for years.
okay, that's true.
So
He does really iconic. Yeah, he does much editing later. Wow, this is really hard with just two people. Where was I then? Yeah, he does really iconic stuff, but cynically, I kind of felt. I don't know. I'm putting on my tinfoil hat here. If you were to edit out Spider-Man, it would not make a difference to the film. Did you kind of feel that because it's a case of he was sort of there to just make up the numbers, whereas in the original comic book, no, he played a big role, but because none of that stuff was actually ever touched in the story. Yeah, and I can't help but wonder that was like a plan B because they knew perhaps they weren't going to get him.
I slightly agree with you on that one. I mean, I think that he really did add something. He added a lot of humor to the scenes he was in, and he was really good in the scenes he was in. But I suppose if they had never put him in and you didn't know that he was going to be in the film or not, then maybe it might not have changed things a lot. I mean, there would have been like the Bucky, Falcon, Spidey bit might have been a bit different. Obviously, there would have been no Spidey, so someone else would have been in that scene. But yeah, they probably could have.
Again, we'll probably get onto the discussion, but it's like he sort of he was sort of needed for a particular scene to take down one of the people. So I don't know how they would have changed that around. I'm pretty sure they could have thought of something. But
one of the other characters would have had something on them that would have been able to have done the same job.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, let's. I cannot sing my praise about Spider-Man. It was a case of when I first you heard the first quip and everyone was saying, "Oh my God, he sounds too young." It's like he's like a kid that the memes are. It's like a film.
Yeah.
Do you know what? The film is out in Europe. It's like it's not.
Yeah.
Actually, does anybody know why it's out in Europe before America? Because
I don't know. It happens with all of them. It seems like all of the Marvel films always come out a week before like the US.
Yeah.
Don't know why. I'm glad it does.
Yeah, that's good for us. But it's like the
Good for us.
It's
I don't know why.
But it's like the memes are already out with Spider-Man being a little kid. Like, come here, Spidey, come here. And it's like, well, you're not wrong, but it's a case of once he starts moving, once he starts talking, yeah, you just shut up. You're thinking, yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is Spider.
Good, good job. Good job.
That is Spider-Man. But again, my other problem was I kind of cynically felt that if it wasn't for Spider-Man, it's like, I'll be honest, I got a problem with Black Panther. He was sort of cool, but I don't really know what he brings new to the mix. It's because when you think about it, we've got the Vision. Yeah, he can phase through, but it's like with Black Panther, it's like it's a guy in a black suit that's pretty much overlaps with Captain America in that he's just a man at the peak of athletic powers, and he's obviously got a vibranium skin suit, so he's semi-impregnable. But I don't know. It was like I was having a hard time trying to think what. Because in a weird way, Bucky sort of overlaps with Captain America as well, because they're essentially the same thing. Super
essentially,
soldier serum.
yes, yeah.
And it's like,
yeah,
I got a problem. He does not really bring anything new. Whereas arguably, even though, I still haven't seen Ant-Man because I just think it's silly. Even though I quite liked Ant-Man in the Ultimate Avengers, but but he has something significantly different. Or like Hawkeye, obviously is an archer, etc. But so I don't know. It just seems a bit weird. Oh, sorry. Go on.
I did like Black Panther in this film. I thought he was really, really good. I don't know much about Black Panther myself. Like, I haven't really read up on him or anything. I just know him from like the odd sort of things that I've seen online over the years. I don't know. I liked him. I thought that it was quite nice to have sort of a character that was quite sort of what's the word? Like he wasn't really. He didn't express much, did he? He was quite sort of like deadpan.
Yeah, a laconic character. But again, doesn't that sort of overlap? Doesn't that kind of overlap with? Although then again, that overlaps with old Bucky because old Bucky was of course on the
old Bucky. Yeah. New Bucky, not so much.
Well, yeah, he was just basically, old. He's not really Bucky. He was James. Yeah, he was the original Bucky. He was James Bond. I can't admit those were definitely nice bit. But again, just getting back, just getting back to it. So, my other problem with Black Panther was just a problem for me because I just thought he didn't really add anything new, and it was like when I was watching him, he looked great, but at the same time, I'm thinking so did both Cap and Bucky. They look great moving and stuff like that. And and it's a bit weird because obviously going back to the Civil War comic, Black Panther was not that much of a big deal either, and it's like even weirdly, in the actual comic version, he was actually on Cap's side.
So, the thing is, like, I don't think that he didn't feel shoehorned into me though. No, like I don't think that he wasn't sort of just thrown in there. He actually had like his storyline really worked through. The one thing I really liked was like the bit with Black Panther and Zemo in the snow.
Yes. Okay, we can bring it right. We can bring it up. My other issues with Marvel.
I can't say what, but that little bit. I thought, that's...
Yeah, we could... Yeah, the discussion
really
is going to...
some character there.
The discussion's going to be... are just objectively rubbish. The only time they haven't been rubbish was the first Avenger movie with Loki, and that was under Josh Whedon's tutelage. And I really don't want to put my tinfoil hat on conspiracy because it's a well-known thing that Josh Whedon left Age of Ultron really, really upset because Marvel massively interfered, and it's no coincidence that Edgar Wright, who did Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, which is a very, very controversial film. He left Ant-Man, and again for the same reason because Marvel were interfering. So I'm almost at this point just curious whether or not they are deliberately doing it, where the villains in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they're only really there to just make the heroes look a lot better because...
Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe they're just doing it and then Thanos will come along and he'll be like ridiculously OP and like absolutely mental and everyone will be like, oh my gosh, it's the best villain ever! And they're just kind of like teasing.
I
And
would
then,
be, I
and
would
then
be
they
amazed.
throw Thanos in, and he just comes in, just steals the show. Like, even away from Loki, like, what if he's so good, he's even better than Loki? Because everyone just loves Loki. Like, I'm going to admit, I'm a huge Loki fangirl. I have everything like Loki related in my room.
I was about to
And
say
I
that is.
cosplayed him for a
Yeah,
good
sorry.
number of years. But if Thanos comes in and he just destroys like all the other villains, he's that good. Then
I would have
that
to
could be
say that
Marvel's
was.
plan all
Sorry.
along. Is they're just building up to this big thing.
Okay.
Maybe I don't
No,
know.
I'm just saying that would be one. That would be an amazing long con that they would make people. Because when was the first Avengers movies? 2012, and it's like Infinity Wars is going to be.
Yes.
Is it going to be 2018? Isn't it? Was it 17?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's
Oh, bloody hell!
no, it's 2018 and 2019. It's got to split into two films because I think there's
Ooh.
like 68 main cast members or something like that.
Yeah. I'm just
They're
thinking that would be a
throwing
long con.
every single
All right.
like superhero they can into that movie, and uh,
No, because I'm just thinking they would really make people wait 6 years, and they would deliberately make every villain sort of impotent just to set that up. I was thinking to myself that would be a very very impressive long con.
yeah, if they do that, I'm gonna be like, oh god, we've all been cheated, like
All right,
everyone.
all right, all right. Since wow, wow, we still need to get through why people why people need to watch or not watch this film. But yeah,
Mm.
so yeah, my other issue. So yeah, just finishing off. The villains. Yeah, they just again. We'll probably break that down in
Mm.
into this discussion.
I, I did gotta say, I do like Zemo. I thought he was good. A lot of the reviews were like, "Oh, Zemo doesn't do anything. Oh, he's really boring." And
Hmm.
but then when I watched it, I was like, "He's not actually that boring. He's actually quite smart, and he's got his reasons." And can't say what those reasons are because obviously it's spoiler free. And then by the end, you start to feel really sorry for him, and I'm like, "Why am I feeling for him? He's the villain. He's meant to be evil." But at the same time, I was like, "Oh, it's really." You know, that's actually they've given him a little bit of depth and a little bit of character, and I was like, oh god, now I feel bad. I feel bad for hating him for like 2 hours only to find out, and
Okay.
I was
Oh
like,
damn! I just okay.
oh.
Completely because we're on the negative again. We're probably swinging back to one positive. Yeah, the other thing that kind of did put me off. I don't know. It's probably might just be an issue with me. Is they use shaky cameras, and that really annoys the hell out of me because it was like
Didn't
it wasn't
notice.
gentle shakiness because I know sometimes it does add visceralness, but it was so shaky to the point where I literally couldn't see what was going on, and that really really annoyed me because that was like the first hour of the film during like the first major action scene. It was like what? It was like they were proper, and it's like seriously, cinematographers, stop doing that. Your film, it does not make your film more edgy or visceral. It makes it bloody hard to see what's actually bloody going on because there was a lot of action films out there that don't shake their cameras because you know what they do? They have really really good action that you're watching.
I gotta say, I didn't notice the shaky cam at all. I was just kind of too engrossed in the sort of fighting and action and the story to actually notice the cameras. So I can't really say much on that one. It was just all good to me. There were a few bits where I was like, okay, this is like really quick shots during the fighting. I was a bit like, what's okay, one's on the floor, one's not on the floor, okay, right, whatever. I just kind of like did my best to kind of keep up with it, but I didn't notice. It didn't happen much. I think it happened maybe during.
Yeah, it happened during the first half. I think they did knock it
Yeah.
off. I think there was a
The,
conscious
the
decision during editing not to do that throughout the whole thing because
Yeah,
that would have just
the
annoyed the hell
bit.
out of
I
me.
think it was mostly the sort of the bit on the roof with Panther and Bucky. That scene, I was a bit like, I have no idea who's fighting, and who's on the ground, and who's not on the ground, and who's flipping who around. I was a bit. But other than that, like that only lasted for a couple of seconds, and then that went away for me. But
It was to me the first. It was like the first half hour, the first opening cutscene where. Am I saying cutscene? It's not computing. Yeah, the first opening scenes where again, we're going to save that for the spoiler discussions. And it was like, it was just really irritating. And okay, I guess to the love and last negative. Did it feel like 2.5 hours to you? Because again, this film, let's be brutally honest, it is only just shy from the length from Batman versus Superman, and you, of course, you didn't like it.
No. Batman vs Superman felt like 2.5 hours. Civil War did not. I knew it was 2.5 hours, but I was enjoying it too much that it didn't really feel like 2.5 hours. It was kind of like, oh, this film is going on for a long time, but it's not annoying that it's going on for such a long time. Batman vs Superman was annoying that it went on for so long. I was like, please, can this end now? Are you done? Because I can't.
I strongly disagree, but I'll be brutally honest.
Well, yeah.
I'll be brutally honest. It did feel like some parts, to me did just drag a bit. But I mean, they're kind of necessary in order to set up the stories. Again, we'll probably get onto that in the discussion bit, but again, I think that wraps it up. I think that wraps it up nicely. So, to conclude, for the program, you want to you would say it's a great film.
Yes.
Okay. For me, I think no, don't get me wrong. I did not dislike this film. Compared to, let's say, Age of Ultron, that I think we can unanimously agree was not that great. It may have been because of studio interference or whatever.
Yeah, I think that was definitely down to that.
But basically, my caveat to this film is it's like if you've had the little issues with Marvel, such as the very, very weak villains, the somewhat, I would say, formulaic, the sort of predictableness. Because again, I think that was the one problem with Age of Ultron, in that it felt too much like a rehash of the first Avengers film, in that you have the big world cataclysm. They stop it. I mean, okay, it's a superhero film. They're going to do that anyway, but it just felt. I don't know. It's really hard to follow. Again, we probably need a separate spoiler cast on what went wrong with Age of Ultron, because it was not inherently a bad film. It's just had there was just so many parts with it that just made it nowhere as good as the Avengers.
Bruce Tasher.
Like I said, we'll probably have to do a separate one, though. Again, it's not really relevant now, since
I could do a whole podcast on how angry I was at just that.
I don't think that's necessary. I think Tumblr had spoken.
It's not, but Tumblr did a good job of explaining how angry I felt as well. Like, Tumblr's done a good enough job at picking that apart, and I don't really have to say anything else on that one.
To wrap it up, since I think this is a little opening log for a quick review. Wow, half an hour.
Yeah.
Half an hour. Yeah. So according to the Loki / Bucky fangirl, you should go see this movie. It's brilliant.
It is. It's amazing.
To the jaded,
Bucky. It's great.
To the jaded old bloke that has seen Batman vs Superman 4 times, this is a great film. But that's it. And we'll see you on the spoiler discussion.